Hare Rama. Hare. So we continue to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 8, Text 17. Does anyone remember what did we read yesterday?
We read about the Kavach, how the protection is provided by all the avatars of Vishnu, how we take the names of how the Indra was instructed how to hold the kusha grass and then take the name of the 6-syllable mantra, then 8, then 12, and then also how each Vishnu avatar will protect. So we were doing we did about Dattatreya and Vamandev and a lot of them. And yeah,
Narasimhadev.
Narasimhadev, yeah. They were all the avatars of Lord Vishnu. Ramchandra.
Thank you. Thank you. So we'll continue. And then we heard how Auntie Rashmi was explaining that the idea is to remember all the different avatars of Lord Vishnu for protection. Okay, so we continue reading on. Text 17. Sanat Kumaro Vatukama Deva.
Sanat Kumaro Vratukam Deva.
Daya Shishamam Patideva Helana.
Dashi Sharama Patideva Helana.
Devarshivarya Purusharchanantara.
Devarshivarya Purashanchavanita.
Kurmo Harirmam Nirayad Ashesha.
Kurmo Harirmam Nirayad Ashesha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. May Sanat Kumar protect me from lusty desires. As I begin some auspicious activity, may Lord Hayagrave protect me from being an offender by neglecting to offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord. May Devarshi Narad protect me from committing offenses and worshipping the deity. And may Lord Kurma, the tortoise, protect me from falling to the unlimited hellish planets. Lusty desires are very strong in everyone, and they are the greatest impediment to the discharge of devotional service. Therefore, those who are very much influenced by lusty desires are advised to take shelter of Sanat Kumar, the great brahmachari devotee. Narad Muni, who is the guide for Archana, is the author of the Narad Pancharatra, which prescribes the regulative principles for worshipping the deity. Everyone engaged in deity worship, whether at home or in the temple, should always seek the mercy of Devarshi Narad to avoid the 32 offenses while worshipping the deity. These offenses in deity worship are mentioned in the Nectar of Devotion. So in this mantra, is advising us who to take shelter of to protect from lusty desires.
Sanat Kumar.
Sanat Kumar, yeah. And Lord Hayagriva is being asked for protection for what?
Being an offender by neglecting to offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord.
Yeah. And Narad Muni?
From committing offenses while worshipping the deity worship.
Yeah, deity worship, because Narad Muni, he is authority. He's written the Narad Pancharatra, which he's written very clearly how to worship the deity. And these offenses are also mentioned in Nectar of Devotion. Srila Rupa Goswami mentions them in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. And so it's mentioned in Nectar of Devotion, which is translated by Srila Prabhupada. And Kurma Dev for what? What kind of protection?
The hellish planets, unlimited hellish.
Yeah, from falling to the hellish planets. Lord Kurma, he was like like a kind of a, what do you say, protection for the mountain, so the mountain doesn't fall into the ocean, right? When the churning of the ocean was happening, the great mountain otherwise kept slipping. So then, as a base, as a pivot, there was Lord Kurma, he appeared. So to protect the mountain from falling down, and so Lord Kurma is being prayed to help us not to fall into the hellish planets. Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Hare Krishna. Yes, Neha. Oh, I can't hear. I'm sorry. Hare Krishna, Neha. Is it me? Are you all able to hear? Are the others able to hear?
Yeah. We can hear.
Wait, Shilpaji, I can hear you very properly. I can hear you
we
very
can hear
nicely.
you also.
Yeah,
Yes.
very nicely. Can you hear me
Now I
now?
can. Yeah, now
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking that means that characteristic, like if that avatar is protecting, so that means that characteristic is being put here. Like how you mentioned that for everybody, then it applies that way, right? Like how the Kurma Dev, he was as a mountain on the back of Kurma Dev was the tortoise, right? Or Kurma Dev was the mountain?
He's the tortoise. He was like a
He's the
support.
tortoise.
So the
Yeah.
mountain doesn't fall down.
Yeah. So that means that every each one of the avatar is with their characteristic giving the protection, right?
Yeah, seems like that, because we read how Matsya protect me from in the water, and
Yes.
Vaman protect me in the land. Yeah, seems like that, right? Yeah. Okay. So we continue. Dhanvantari Bhagavan Padma Bhatya.
Uptyat
Vanvad Bhayadre Shabonir Jitatma.
Dvandad Bhayatre Shabnirjiti Atmaha
Yagyashchalokad Avatad Janatad.
Yagyascha Lokat Avata Janantad
Balo Ganat Krodavasha Vashat Ahindraha.
Balo Ganat Krodhavashat Ahindraha.
May the Supreme Personality of Godhead in His incarnation as Dhanvantari relieve me from undesirable eatables and protect me from physical illness. May Lord Rishabdev, who conquered his inner and outer senses, protect me from fear produced by the duality of heat and cold. May Yagya protect me from defamation and harm from the populace. And may Lord Balaram as Shesh protect me from envious serpents. To live within this material world, one must face many dangers as described here. For example, undesirable food poses a danger to health, and therefore one must give up such food. The Dhanvantari incarnation can protect us in this regard. Since Lord Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities, if he likes, he can save us from the adhibhautika disturbances from other living entities. Lord Balaram is the Shesh incarnation, and therefore he can save us from angry serpents or envious persons who are always ready to attack. So Dhanvantari, is the incarnation that he brought the medicine out, right? Ayurvedic medicine, they say he's the origin.
Yeah.
So,
The Amrit,
so
right?
Yeah. So praying to him to relieve from physical illness, from undesirable eatables. Lord Rishabdev, so he was moving around in the world without any clothes, controlled his senses, so protection from him, from fear of heat and cold. And Lord Yagya, what kind of protection?
Defamation, harm from the
Defamation and harm from the populace. Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that Krishna is Paramatma. He's Paramatma in everyone's heart. So he can save us from this kind of disturbance. He can inspire others to, not to harm. And Balaram?
from
Envious
envious
mood.
person.
Purpose, yeah. Vepayano Bhagavan Aprabodhat
Dupayano Bhagavana Prabodhat
Buddhastu Pashandagana Pramada
Buddhastu Pashandagana Pramadat
Kalki Kaleka Labalat Prapatu
Kalki Kalekal Malat Pranatu
Dharma Banayo Rukritva Krita Avataraha.
Dharma Banaya Urukret Avataraha.
May the personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Vyasadeva protect me from all kinds of ignorance resulting from the absence of Vedic knowledge. May Lord Buddha Dev protect me from activities opposed to Vedic principles and from laziness that causes one to madly forget the Vedic principles of knowledge and ritualistic action. May Kalki Dev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared as an incarnation to protect religious principles, protect me from the dirt of the age of Kali. This verse mentions various incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead who appear for various purposes. Srila Vyasadeva, Mahamuni, compiled the Vedic literature for the benefit of all human society. If one wants to be protected from the reactions of ignorance, even in this age of Kali, one may consult the books left by Srila Vyasadeva, namely the four Vedas, Sam, Yajur, Rig, and Atharva, the 108 Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra, Brahma Sutra, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahapuran, Vyasadev's commentary on the Brahma Sutra, and other 17 Puranas. So Mahabharata is one of the Puran. There are total 18 Puranas. It's a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra by Srila Vyasadeva. So that's why it's called the cream of the essence of the Vedas. Only by the mercy of Srila Vyasadeva do we have so many volumes of transcendental knowledge to save us from the clutches of ignorance. So that's why in this mantra one is encouraged to seek protection from Srila Vyasadeva to protect one from the ignorance of Vedic knowledge, because Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled all the Vedic literature. Or we also say Nārayaṇam namaskritya naram chaiva Devim Saraswatim Vyasam, offering obeisances to Lord Vyasadeva before we start reading Bhagavatam. As described by Srila Jayadev Goswami in his Dashavatar Stotra, Lord Buddha apparently decried the Vedic knowledge. Nindasi yagya vider ahashruti jatam sadaya hridaya darshita pashu ghatam keshavadhirta buddha sharira jaya jagadisha hari. The mission of Lord Buddha was to save people from the abominable activity of animal killing and to save the poor animals from being unnecessarily killed. When the Pashandis were cheating by killing animals on the plea of sacrificing them in Vedic yagyas, the Lord said, if the Vedic injunctions allow animal killing, I do not accept the Vedic principles. Thus, he actually saved people who acted according to Vedic principles. One should therefore surrender to Lord Buddha so that he can help one avoid misusing the injunction of the Vedas. So why did Lord Buddha appear?
To save the animals from being killed for yajna.
Yeah, because some people, or rather many people, were misusing Vedas to that effect. So this mantra is seeking protection from Lord Buddha so that we don't misuse, we don't misunderstand the Vedic injunctions and don't misuse the Vedic injunction. The Kalki avatar is the fierce incarnation who vanquishes the class of the atheists born in this age of Kali. Now, in the beginning of Kali Yuga, many irreligious principles are in effect. And as Kali Yuga advances, many pseudo-religious principles will certainly be introduced. And people will forget the real religious principles enunciated by Lord Krishna before the beginning of Kali Yuga, namely principles of surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord. So Lord Krishna, before he left, he spoke the Bhagavad Gita. He is giving us the religious principle, Sarva Dharmam Parityagya, surrender unto me. But we can see we are only 5,000 years into Kali Yuga, and we can see that hardly we can understand surrender to Krishna. So, and then at the age of at the end of Kali Yuga, Krishna will come as Kalki. Unfortunately, because of Kali Yuga, foolish people do not surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. Even most people who claim to belong to the Vedic system of religion are actually opposed to the Vedic principles. Every day they manufacture a new type of dharma on the plea that whatever one manufactures is also a path of liberation. So it's not that we cannot create new religious systems. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranitam. Religious principles can be set only by God, by Krishna, because we have 4 defects. So no human being can set religious principle. We can't say, oh, whatever I'm following, that is going to give me liberation. The real religious principle is established by Krishna. Surrender unto me, he says. Atheistic men generally say, yata mata tata patha. According to this view, there are hundreds and thousands of different opinions in human society. And each opinion is a valid religious principle. This philosophy of rascals has killed the religious principles mentioned in the Vedas. And such philosophies will become increasingly influential as Kali Yuga progresses. In the last stage of Kali Yuga, Kalki Dev, the fierce incarnation of Keshav, will descend to kill all the atheists and will save only the devotees of the Lord. So this mantra also is predicting the appearance of Lord Kalki, because it's being said so many thousands and millions of years ago. Whereas Kalki is going to appear later, almost after 4,500, after 400 some thousand years. And also it predicted Lord Buddha's incarnation, because at that time Lord Buddha had also not yet incarnated.
So Buddha avatar was not, didn't appear during Kali Yuga, right? Before.
Yeah, Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga. But
Kali
Lord Buddha
Yuga.
came about 3,000 years ago or something. Yeah, in Kali
So
Yuga.
it is during Kali
Yeah,
Yuga.
in Kali Yuga. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Mam Keshavogādya Pratarabhyat Govinda Asangavam Atavim
Govinda Asangam
Nārāyaṇa-kavaca Udata Shaktir
Nārāyaṇa-kavaca Udata Shakti
Madhyandine Vishnurarindra-panihi. May Lord Keshav protect me with his club in the first portion of the day, and may Govinda who is always engaged in playing his flute, protect me in the second portion of the day. May Lord Narayan, who is equipped with all potencies, protect me in the third part of the day. And may Lord Vishnu, who carries a disc to kill his enemies, protect me in the fourth part of the day. According to Vedic astronomical calculations, day and night are each divided into 30 ghatikas, 24 minutes, instead of 12 hours. So we calculate as 12 hours, but Vedic astronomy is 24 minutes, 30 ghatikas. Generally, each day and each night is divided into 6 parts consisting of 5 ghatikas. In each of these 6 portions of the day and night, the Lord may be addressed for protection according to different names. Lord Keshav, the proprietor of the holy place of Mathura, is the Lord of the first portion of the day, and Govinda, the Lord of Vrindavan, is the master of the second portion. So it's Lord
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
himself. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Gatikas, isn't it the same as Morat? Morat,
Murat
like how
was,
there are 30 Morats, no, in a day.
And then each Murat is for 24 minutes, is it?
24 minutes. Yeah, because 30 Morats, so 24. I
Yeah,
think
so
it's
should
the
be there.
same, right? Should be the same.
Yeah, should be, yeah. Should be. So we can see how Lord Krishna in his different incarnations is being prayed to for protection in different situations in different parts of the day. So Krishna is the only protector. I was just hearing from Gauranga Darshan Prabhu that Krishna, he can understand what we are going through. He has the intention to protect us and he has the ability to protect us. You know, no one else can do that. Others may not understand what we are going through. Or someone may understand but not have the ability to protect us. Someone may have the ability but not have the intention. But Krishna is the only one. He has the ability to protect us. He has the intention to protect us. And he is the one who's actually giving us complete protection. So by reading this mantra, we can also understand that, because it's been calling on to Krishna to protect. Devo parane madhuho gradhanva
Devo parahe madhu ogradhanva
sayam tridhama vatumam dhavo
sayam tridhamavatu madhavo mam
doshe rishikesha utardharatre
doshe rishikesh utardhratre
nishita eko vatupad
Nishid eko vatu padmanabha.
May Lord Madhusudan, who carries a bow very fearful for the demons, protect me during the 5th part of the day. In the evening, may Lord Madhav, appearing as Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar, protect me. And in the beginning of night, may Lord Rishikesh protect me. At the dead of night, in the 2nd and 3rd parts of the day, may Lord Padmanabh alone protect me. So these are different names of Krishna. Madhusudan, he killed the demon Madhu. Lord Madhav,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I just checked. Actually, there are 30 Morats, but one Morat it's 48 minutes, not 24. So it's not
Yeah,
the
that's
same.
what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's not the
was
same.
thinking it's 48.
Yeah,
48,
yeah,
right?
it's
Morat is 48.
8 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like the
Hare
morning,
Krishna.
it's for like Brahma, it's 48
mhm.
minutes.
Are these names the one that we do for the tilak? They are quite similar,
Yeah.
right? And the months also, there are 12 months, then 12 names of Krishna. Each month has had, so those are all the 12, right? The body we mark our body with, right?
We
These
mark our
names
body.
are very similar, right? Not similar,
Yeah.
they are. Yeah, they are the one only, right?
Yeah, but the 12 months, I'm not sure exactly what are the months' names. So I
They are
don't
the
know if they are
same.
the same.
Ramendra
Okay.
Prabhu said that they are the, when we mark our body, then
Okay.
they are order I don't remember, but then the names are same when we the 12 names of the 12 months each.
Okay.
Month. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Shivatsya Dhamma Pararatra Isha
Siddhama Pararatra Isha
Pratyusha Isho Siddharo Janardanaha
Pratyusha Isho Siddharo Janardanaha
Damodaro Vyad Anusandhyam Prabhate
Damodaro Vyad
Anusandhyam Prabhate
Vishveshwaro Bhagavan Kalamurtihi
Vishveshwaro Bhagavan Murtihi.
May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who bears the Srivatsa on his chest, protect me after midnight until the sky becomes pinkish. May Lord Janardhan, who carries a sword in his hand, protect me at the end of night, during the last 4 Gatikas of night. May Lord Damodar protect me in the early morning, and may Lord Vishveshwar protect me during the junctions of the day. So, different names of Lord Krishna at different times. Chakram Yuganta Late Maneni
Chakram Yuganta Analate Munini
Samad Samantat Bhagavat Prayuktam
Brahma
Samanta
Samantat
Bhagavat
Bhagavat
Prayuktam
Yuktam
Dandakti Danakti Ari Dandakti Ari Sanyamashu
Dagdam di Arisenyamashu
Kaksham Yathavata Sakho Hutashaha
Kaksham Yatha Vasako
set into motion by the Supreme Personality of Godhead and wandering in all the 4 directions. The disk of the Supreme Lord has sharp edges, as destructive as the fire of devastation at the end of the millennium. As a blazing fire burns dry grass to ashes, with the assistance of the breeze, may that Sudarshan Chakra burn our enemies to ashes. So, pray to the Sudarshan Chakra of the Lord. Kadeshani Sparshana Vishvalinge
Gadeya
Sparshana Vishvalinge
Vishwalinge
Nishpindi Ajita Priyasi
Nishpindi Ajita Priyasi
Ajit
Kushmanda Vainakyakaya Sharaksho
Kushmanda Vinayaka Yaksharaksha
Bhuta Grahams Churnaya Churnayarin
Bhuta Grahan Churnaya Churna Arin.
O club in the hands of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you produce sparks of fire as powerful as thunderbolts, and you are extremely dear to the Lord. I am also his servant. Therefore, kindly help me pound to pieces the evil living beings known as Kushmandas, Vainayakas, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Bhutas, and Grahas. Please pulverize them. So the earlier verse was to which weapon of the Lord?
Chakra.
Sudarshan Chakra. And this one?
It's the thunderbolt, is it?
The club, the gada,
Gada.
the club, mace.
Yeah.
Mace. Tvam yatu dhana pramata preta matrir
त्वं यातु धाना प्रमत्प्रेतमात्र
pishacha vipra graha
Tvam
ghora
yatu
drishtin
Pishacha vipragrahaghoradrishti
विप्रग्रहघोरदृष्टिन्
darendra vidravaya krishna purito
Darendra
दरेन्द्रविद्यावय कृष्णपूरितो
Vidvaya
bhima svanore hridaya nikampayan
Bhima Swano Nikam.
कंपयन्
O best of conch shells, O Panchajanya, in the hands of the Lord, you are always filled with the breath of Lord Krishna. Therefore, you create a fearful sound vibration that causes trembling in the hearts of enemies like the Rakshasas, Pramatha ghosts, Pretas, Matas, Pishachas, and Brahmana ghosts with fearful eyes. So this prayer is to who?
Conch.
Concha. Yeah. And the name of Lord Krishna's concha is
Panchajanya.
yeah. Pramte madhara sivarari sainyam
Pamte Madara Sivarari Senyam.
isha prayukto mama chindi chindi
Isha Prayukto Mama Chindi Chindi.
chakshum shicharman chatachandra chadaya
Chakshunshi Charman Chatachanta Chataya.
visham aghonam harapapa chakshusham.
Twisham Agonam Harapapa Chakshusha.
O King of sharp-edged swords, you are engaged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Please cut the soldiers of my enemies to pieces. Please cut them to pieces. O shield marked with 100 brilliant moon-like circles, please cover the eyes of the sinful enemies. Pluck out their sinful eyes. So this is to which weapons of the Lord? This mantra. To the sword and
Shield.
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 Yeah, because we heard the eight-armed Lord Vishnu is holding them. Yanno bhayam grevyo bhut. Actually, I can't hear. Okay. Ketubhyo nirvya eva cha. Sarish.
Evacha.
Sarish repebhyo damstribhyo. Bhutebhyo. Bhutebhyo obhya eva cha.
Bhute Vyomo Obhya Evacha.
Sarvani etani bhagavan.
सर्वाणि
Sarvani
एतानि
Itani
भगवन्
Bhagavan.
Nama Rupanukirtana.
Nama Rupanu
नामारूपानकीर्तनम्
Prayantu Sankshayam Sadhyo.
Prayantu Sanshayam Sadhyo.
शब्दो
Yena Shreya Pratipakaha.
Yena
येन
Shreya
सहिष्या प्रतिप्रकाश
Pratipakaha.
May the glorification of the transcendental name, form, qualities, and paraphernalia of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, protect us from the influence of bad planets, meteors, envious human beings, serpents, scorpions, and animals like tigers and wolves. May it protect us from ghosts and the material elements like earth, water, fire, and air. And may it also protect us from lightning and our past sins. We are always afraid of these hindrances to our auspicious life. Therefore, may they all be completely destroyed by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, by chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We are seeking the protection of the Lord. Garudo Bhagavan Stotra.
Garudo
Bhagavan
Stotra.
Stobas Chando Maya Prabhu.
Stobas Chandro Maya
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Rakshatva Ashesha Krichrebhyo.
Rakshatya Ashesha Chatrisho.
Vishvakshenaha Svanamabhihi.
Vishwashena Shwanamabhi.
Lord Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, is the most worshipable Lord, for he is as powerful as the Supreme Lord himself. He is the personified Vedas and is worshipped by selected verses. May he protect us from all dangerous conditions, and may Lord Vishvakshena, the personality of Godhead, also protect us from all dangers by his holy names. So, also, Lord Garuda is being appealed for protection. He's the personified Vedas. They say, right, from the flapping of his wings, the Vedic hymns are being heard. So he's as powerful as the Supreme Lord. And the Lord as Vishvakshena. Sarva Padyo Hare Nama.
Sarvapadyo Bhayo Hare Nama.
Rupa Yana Yudhaninaha.
Rupayana Yudhanina.
Buddhindriya Mana Pranan.
Buddhinandriyam Pranan.
Pantu Parshada Bhushanaha.
Pantu Bhakshada Bhushana.
May the Supreme Personality of Godhead's holy names, his transcendental forms, his carriers, and all the weapons decorating him as personal associates protect our intelligence, senses, mind, and life air from all dangers. There are various associates of the transcendental personality of Godhead, and his weapons and carrier are among them. In the spiritual world, nothing is material. The sword, bow, club, disc, and everything decorating the personal body of the Lord are spiritual living force. So here in the material world, things like sword, bow, club, it's made of matter, right? But in the spiritual world, everything is Satchidananda. The Lord's ornaments, his weapons, everything. Therefore, the Lord is called Advaigyan, indicating that there is no difference between him and his names, forms, qualities, weapons, and so on. Anything pertaining to him is in the same category of spiritual existence. They are all engaged in the service of the Lord in varieties of spiritual forms. So the Lord's ornaments, the Lord's paraphernalia, his qualities, everything is spiritual.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, was there any mention of Lord Ananta? Because he's
Ananta.
in fact glorifying, right? All the time.
Yeah, he's glorifying, that's right. We heard of Lord Balaram, that his incarnation of Shesh, may he protect us from the serpents and envious living beings. So Ananta, Shesh, in that regard we heard about him. Yeah. So we'll stop here, I think, for today. Did you all want to add anything more? Comment? Realizations while reading these prayers? And we actually need protection, no?
Hare Krishna. So this all
Hare
in this
Krishna.
chapter, like all things about the Krishna, like how he is protecting in with different forms, right?
This we are hearing is the Nārāyaṇa-kavaca. This is the
Yeah.
prayer that
Yeah.
Vishwarup gave to Indra to
Mhm.
protect himself. So calling out to the different incarnations of Lord Vishnu, different names of Lord Vishnu, his
Mhm.
expansions, his weapons for protections in different circumstances, from different personalities in different places. This is what is being said. So actually goes to show that actually the only protector is Lord Krishna, no?
Mm.
That when we really need protection, we are
Mm.
thinking, oh, I can protect myself.
Yeah. Now Taiwan also need, because it's need yagya or chanting, group chanting, because it's so horrible, getting
Yeah,
better, worse and worse.
still going on, the shaking?
Yeah,
Today
yeah.
also?
From last 2 days, yeah, it was more than 200 times.
Oh my. Let's
Yeah,
chant
like if we
for
are thinking, we are shaking. Even it is not earthquake, but we are, we have,
we just
yeah,
feel that, yeah,
yeah. So it's so horrible.
yes, we.
let's say
So
let's say one time Hare Krishna mantra for
for
everyone.
yeah, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I hope it settles down soon there, Please take care of yourselves, all of you.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki